Chosen one, be mindful whenever life places before you someone whose palm carries a line shaped like a subtle crescent or formed like the letter M. People marked in this way often hold a quiet power that does not need to announce itself. Their energy gently alters the atmosphere, not through force, but through the steadiness of their presence. You can sense it in the calm way they face adversity, in their ability to stay composed even when life becomes heavy, and in how rarely they display irritation or anger. They may appear simple, reserved, or even distant at first glance, yet beneath this surface lies a depth of strength that feels ancient and immeasurable. What lives within them is not loud, but profound, an energy as vast and mysterious as the night sky, delicate yet deeply transformative. The markings on their hands are not random traits. For those who know how to perceive beyond appearances, these lines become a spiritual map, revealing the soul's path, the lessons it must confront, and the sleeping potential woven into its journey. Among the many signs that may appear on a palm, few hold meanings as rare and significant as the crescent-shaped line or the one forming a clear M. Those who bear these symbols often walk through experiences marked by solitude, tests of strength, and periods of emotional or spiritual heaviness. Yet hidden within these challenges are 7 profound abilities, gifts they often do not recognize in themselves, powers that shape their character and connect them to a remarkable inner force. These abilities are not superficial talents. They are spiritual currents capable of altering the lives of those who carry them and the lives of those who draw near. However, each gift has a dual expression. When guided with intention and clarity, these powers elevate the soul to its highest expression. When misdirected, they can create confusion or harm. Understanding the nature of each ability reveals the uncommon essence of those marked by these sacred lines and illuminates the depth of their spiritual presence. The first of these gifts is the ability to perceive and affect the emotional landscape of others. Individuals with these markings naturally sense intentions, vulnerabilities, and subtle feelings without needing training or deliberate effort. Through a gentle word, a simple look, or a thoughtful gesture, they create a feeling of safety and understanding. This gift can comfort and guide, bringing clarity to those who feel lost. Yet, without awareness, this same sensitivity can be used to influence or manipulate, which is why consciousness is essential. Unlike people who speak with charm but lack depth, their words and presence reach directly into the heart and mind, leaving genuine resonance. The second gift lives in their voice and speech. Whatever they express carries an emotional vibration strong enough to soothe, illuminate, or even wound. Their language has the power to shape perspectives, encourage growth, and shift inner landscapes. This makes others naturally seek their advice, treating them like mentors or quiet leaders. But with this ability comes responsibility, for every word they speak leaves an imprint, subtly shaping the world of those around them. Their third power is a natural magnetism that cannot be manufactured or imitated. They attract others not because of outward appearances or calculated charm, but because of the authenticity that radiates from their spirit. People feel drawn to their sincerity, their depth, and their silent strength. Their presence inspires curiosity, confidence, and even admiration. This magnetism emerges not from ego, but from a deep-rooted truthfulness that touches everyone who crosses their path. Even without trying, they change the emotional temperature of any space they enter. The fourth gift is a heightened sensitivity to the unseen and the spiritual. Those with these divine markings often feel the subtle movements of energy around them. They are receptive to signs, intuitive insights, symbolic dreams, and in some cases a natural capacity for healing. This sensitivity, however, needs grounding and intention. Without spiritual discipline, such as meditation, prayer, or practices that anchor their energy, they may absorb burdens that do not belong to them. But when nurtured, this gift becomes a guiding flame, offering clarity and comfort not only to themselves but to others as well. The fifth ability is the inner stillness they maintain even when surrounded by turmoil. Life may place them in situations that test their patience and endurance, yet they continue to return to a state of balance. They rise after hardships with quiet determination, carrying a peace that reassures everyone around them. Their calmness is like a vast, silent ocean, steady, welcoming, and free of judgment. True strength for them is not about dominance or resistance, but about remaining anchored when everything seems uncertain. Many seek their presence simply to feel this serenity. The sixth gift is profound self-reliance. These individuals move through life with a steady inner compass, relying more on their spirit than on external validation. They possess a strength that comes from understanding that every soul's path is unique and often solitary. This independence can make them appear removed at times, but in truth, it reflects wisdom, the awareness that authentic power grows from within. Their journey inspires others to trust their own steps, to walk boldly, and to find courage within themselves. The seventh and most defining gift is sacred patience. They understand that life unfolds according to divine timing. They do not rush growth or force circumstances to bend to their will. Instead, they have learned to wait with intention, to breathe through anger, and to recognize the right moment for action. This patience grants them an extraordinary advantage, allowing them to see opportunities others overlook. They move when intuition aligns with timing, giving them a mastery over their own destiny that few ever attain. They know that acting too soon or too late changes the course of fate, so they honor the rhythm of the universe. Those whose palms hold the crescent or the M-shaped line are anything but ordinary. Within them lie 7 deep forces capable of transforming their lives and touching the lives of others in meaningful ways. Their gifts are sacred responsibilities. Their influence must be used to uplift. Their words should bring healing. Their presence must radiate authenticity, and their patience should guide their decisions with wisdom. Challenges will continue to appear, for they are part of the soul's refinement. But each trial becomes an opportunity to strengthen their essence, deepen their wisdom, and reveal the vastness of their spirit. These markings are imprints of destiny, reminding them that their journey carries purpose, depth, and a power far greater than they may realize. Throughout many lifetimes, the soul has walked long paths, gathering understanding and quiet wisdom that now live within its deepest layers. These inner markings symbolize a profound spiritual mission woven with healing, transformation, and continual unfolding of consciousness. Those who carry such depth often move through periods of solitude or intense personal trials, not as punishment, but as sacred opportunities for awakening and self-development. Each challenge becomes a refining fire, shaping their inner strength so they may eventually stand in the fullness of their true power. Just as a precious stone reveals its brilliance only after being carved and polished, their spirit begins to shine with greater clarity after navigating adversity, recognizing that they are not passive recipients of fate but active participants in the creation of their own reality. When they consciously embrace this inner force, their lives begin to transform, and they naturally evolve into embodiments of compassion, resilience, and intuitive wisdom. These individuals often find themselves stepping effortlessly into supportive roles as guides, mentors, teachers, or simply quiet sources of inspiration, offering light through their presence alone. Yet this luminous nature requires discernment. Without awareness, their powerful energy may overwhelm them or diffuse without purpose. That is why practices rooted in stillness, such as meditation, reflective breathing, gratitude, and acts of selfless kindness, are essential for keeping their inner light steady and aligned with a higher spiritual intention. These gentle disciplines help purify their energy, allowing it to flow without distortion and reminding them of the sacred responsibility carried by those who are naturally attuned to deeper realms of understanding. Mahatma Gandhi expressed a truth that mirrors their essence when he said that strength does not arise from physical capability, but from an unyielding spirit. This idea captures the heart of those marked by symbols of intuition and higher purpose, for their real strength is drawn not from worldly dominance, but from the quiet courage to confront inner shadows and the commitment to illuminate the lives around them through sincerity and love. As their consciousness expands, they begin to perceive the world in ways that bridge the seen and unseen. They notice subtle signs, feel hidden currents of emotion, and recognize the interconnectedness binding all experiences. Their hands, their gestures, and even their silence become reminders of the soul's timeless journey. In this awakened state, chance encounters no longer feel accidental. Every delay, every challenge, every unexpected meeting becomes part of a mysterious tapestry woven by forces beyond ordinary perception. What others might call coincidence becomes, for them, an ongoing conversation between their inner essence and the universe itself. Their intuition sharpens, their sensitivity grows, and they learn to translate subtle impressions into meaningful insight, discovering lessons concealed within everyday events. However, sensitivity of this magnitude requires care. Without grounding, their energy can become depleted by external demands, emotional turbulence, or chaotic environments. Maintaining balance becomes essential, which is why moments in nature, conscious breathing, quiet reflection, and regular spiritual practices are crucial. These rituals protect their emotional clarity, reminding them that empathy does not mean carrying the burdens of others, but illuminating a path so each person may discover their own strength. Establishing healthy boundaries becomes an act of spiritual responsibility, ensuring that their compassion remains expansive rather than draining. Among their many gifts, there is one especially subtle yet powerful, an innate ability to sense the inner calling long before its manifestation becomes visible. As Carl Jung wrote, "Those who turn inward awaken to truths that cannot be seen with ordinary eyes." These souls seem guided by an invisible intuition, as though aligned with opportunities, insights, and realizations that others may overlook. Many display remarkable talents or heightened empathy from childhood, as if echoes of previous lifetimes accompany them into the present. Their relationship with adversity is equally distinctive. When life tests them through loss, separation, or overwhelming obstacles, they are shaped, not shattered, by those experiences. History offers examples of individuals who embodied similar traits. Thinkers like Nikola Tesla, whose visionary mind was often misunderstood, or Marie Curie, whose quiet determination defied immense challenges. Likewise, those with these spiritual markings transform pain into understanding and solitude into inner awakening, becoming stronger, wiser, and more aligned with their higher purpose. Their ability to connect with others on a deep emotional and intuitive level is another defining characteristic. They can sense when someone is suffering or in need of comfort, often responding with gestures that bring peace or clarity without requiring words. This unseen support turns them into natural healers, mentors, or quiet leaders, even if others are unaware of the role they play. The Dalai Lama expressed a sentiment that resonates deeply with their nature. Our main purpose in life is to help one another, and when we cannot help, we must at least refrain from causing harm. This principle mirrors the energy these souls naturally emit, an energy of compassion, presence, and gentle guidance. Still, their gift comes with responsibility. Because they feel so deeply, they must learn to distinguish between the energies that nourish them and those that weaken their spirit. Without intentional self-care, they may become vulnerable to draining environments or emotional turbulence. Practices such as meditation, time in nature, and daily gratitude are not merely beneficial. They are essential for sustaining harmony between their sensitivity and inner strength. Through these habits, they cultivate resilience and preserve the purity of their intuition. In time, they come to understand that real strength is not defined by the absence of struggle, but by the ability to transform difficulty into insight. When confronted with frustration, pain, or loss, they do not collapse into despair. Instead, they pause, reflect, and allow wisdom to emerge from within. Their centered presence offers stability to those around them. Friends, family members, and even strangers often feel calmed simply by being near them. This grounded energy inspires others to explore their own inner stability, creating quiet ripples of transformation. Their soul carries a mission rooted in illumination and service. Their purpose is not tied to ego, ambition, or the desire for recognition, but to uplifting the world around them through authenticity, clarity, and heartfelt presence. As Rumi beautifully expressed, what you seek is also seeking you. By living in alignment with their true nature, they invite others to discover their own gifts and embrace their unique path. In many subtle ways, They become catalysts for transformation, demonstrating through their actions and their essence that genuine leadership arises from harmony between intention, humility, and spiritual awareness. Though their path may not be free of challenges, they walk it with grace, continually discovering that every experience carries meaning and every step guides them closer to the fulfillment of their higher purpose. The lessons carried by these souls act as gentle invitations to deepen awareness, nurture discipline, and cultivate a steady practice of love and conscious responsibility. Their presence reminds us that authentic strength is never found in controlling others or bending life to personal will, but in learning to move in harmony with the world, illuminating rather than overpowering, flowing rather than forcing. Each intentional decision becomes an opening to expand inner radiance and uplift everyone touched by their path, leaving behind a quiet legacy of compassion, insight, and transformation. Some beings serve as mirrors for the hidden layers of existence, stirring profound emotions not through outward charm or dramatic expression but through an unmistakable spiritual essence. They awaken reflection, reveal unspoken truths, and gently provoke deep shifts within the environments they enter. Whether among families, communities, or broader circles, they often remain unseen yet strongly felt, acting as subtle catalysts who awaken dormant potential in every soul they meet. Over time, they come to understand that true authority does not come from exerting control, but from surrendering to the guiding light within. Thus, they become guardians of inner knowledge, keepers of balance, and travelers with one foot rooted in the physical world and the other touching the realms beyond ordinary perception. Each conscious step they take infuses the ordinary with wonder, turning daily life into a sacred journey of understanding and reverence. As they move through life, they help others recognize that the world is far more expansive than what the eyes can witness. As Carl Jung observed, the one who looks outward dreams, but the one who looks inward awakens, and it is this inner awakening that shapes their essence. The signs they carry upon their hands are not mere markings. They are reminders that every profound transformation begins within the soul and that the outer world mirrors the inner state. Their palms become gateways of understanding, quiet records of their spiritual evolution, linking past, present, and purpose into a continuous thread of sacred meaning. The crescent moon imprinted on the palm symbolizes protection, intuitive guidance, and a deep connection to the unseen realms. Traditionally aligned with the yin principle, it embodies introspection, receptivity, and mystery. Those who bear this sign often possess heightened intuition, emotional sensitivity, and a subtle inner glow, much like the moon reflecting the brilliance of the sun. The M-shaped symbol formed by the intersecting lines of life, heart, mind, and destiny is revered across Indian, Arab, and esoteric traditions as an indication of spiritual mission, intuitive clarity, and a link to ancient wisdom. This mark is frequently associated with the energy of ascended masters, beings who have transcended ego and now guide others with discernment, compassion, and unwavering inner sight. Those who carry this symbol often feel a powerful inner calling to illuminate their own journey and inspire spiritual awareness in those around them. The crescent moon, often associated with rebirth and protection, also speaks of the cyclical movement of existence. Jung emphasized that we are shaped not only by our conscious thoughts but by the vast landscape of the unconscious within us. In this sense, the crescent is a reminder that challenges, endings, and renewed beginnings are essential elements of spiritual maturation. Each cycle deepens intuition, sharpens awareness, and strengthens the ability to transform hardship into wisdom and inner light. Meanwhile, the M symbolizes the alignment of thought, emotion, purpose, and destiny. Yet it also carries a quiet responsibility. Though it offers gifts of spiritual sensitivity and heightened perception, it also calls the bearer to integrate these abilities with intention and humility. Joseph Campbell once wrote that the great privilege of a lifetime is becoming who you truly are, and in that spirit, the M becomes a daily reminder that one's spiritual mission is not a choice but a calling. It invites a life aligned with a universal flow, infused with meaning, purpose, and service. Throughout history, the lives of spiritual teachers, healers, and intuitive guides illustrate how individuals marked by these signs influence the world not through force, but through presence, through the serene glow of wisdom, kindness, and stillness. They reshape the environments they enter, bringing calm where there is turmoil and clarity where there is confusion. Their energy resonates softly yet powerfully, leaving a subtle imprint on the hearts of those around them and guiding others toward greater awareness of life's quiet rhythms. The interplay between sacred symbols, intuitive understanding, and conscious intention reveals the delicate connection between the many layers of existence. Elements such as the number 777, the crescent moon, and the M do not create miracles on their own. Instead, they amplify the spiritual potential already living within the soul. When embraced mindfully, they help align heart, mind, and spirit, supporting a life attuned to higher purpose and inner harmony. What is most extraordinary is that these signs also remind us of the ethical and spiritual responsibility that accompanies heightened awareness. Those who carry them are gently encouraged to recognize that every thought, word, and action extends outward, shaping not only their own path but also the collective experience of humanity. They become living invitations to move through life with sincerity, empathy, and conscious intention, transforming even the simplest interactions into opportunities to express inner light. These souls teach that awakening does not depend on symbols, numbers, or rituals, but on the ability to remain present and aligned with one's true essence. As Rumi beautifully expressed, "You were born with wings, so why remain crawling?" The crescent moon and the M serve only as reminders of this truth. The real transformation occurs when the heart remembers its purpose, when consciousness recognizes its own luminosity, and when each gesture becomes a quiet celebration of existence, illumination, and the wisdom that dwells within. Whenever you notice the soft curve of a moon or the subtle outline of an M appearing before you, pause and breathe deeply. Allow gratitude to rise within you. These signs may not be accidents. They may be the universe whispering gently, urging you not to forget your true nature. In moments of reflection, one comes to see that these markings are mirrors reflecting the inner journey. They inspire the choice to embody patience, love, and understanding, transforming ordinary moments into sacred experiences. Every encounter becomes a vessel for deeper awareness, unveiling the hidden beauty and interconnectedness of all life. Ultimately, these energies invite us to participate consciously in the vast tapestry of existence. They remind us that spiritual growth is not some distant destination, but a living truth present in every breath, every thought, and every heartbeat. Through compassion, awareness, and intention, we slowly align our lives with the infinite wisdom guiding the cosmos, discovering that the magic we seek has always been within. The presence of these symbols encourages trust in intuition, in synchronicities, and in the quiet rhythms of the heart. By honoring these subtle messages, we awaken not only to our own potential, but also to the profound unity of all beings. In that recognition, a deep serenity emerges, turning each moment into an opportunity to live with clarity, gratitude, and love.